Joined with head men's basketball coach Mike Schauer after his team's 92-81 victory over Olivet College tonight. Coach, just a game that kind of lacked rhythm for a lot of the first half, and your team made a late run and then kind of pulled away and took control in the second half.
I'm pretty pleased with our team. This Olivet team's really talented. You know, they won their league last year, and obviously have some pretty uniquely talented people, and really their record is more a reflection on who they've played. You know, they've played now at Loris, at Nebraska Wesleyan, at Wheaton, at Carthage. They've just played a really difficult schedule, and so the game made me a little nervous. I was really pleased with the way our team played, and listen, this, you know, it's not rocket science for our team. You know, against Illinois Wesleyan, Aston and Luke combined for 14 assists. Tonight they combined for 13, which means against Wesleyan we had 5 guys in double figures. Tonight we had 4. You're starting to see Ye put the ball in the basket because he's getting a few more opportunities to shoot it. Spencer Peterson tonight had opportunities to score and had a big night. And both Luke and Aston still scored, you know, plenty. I think they had 38 between them. So when we play like that, we're going to be very difficult to beat because we have other good offensive players, but Aston and Luke have the ball in their hands all the time. We just need them to continue to share it, and other guys have confidence to step up and score.
You mentioned Spencer Peterson, 14 tonight, and a couple of big defensive plays in the second half. What have you seen from his progression as he kind of gets more into basketball shape?
Yeah, you know, he's a very, very good player. He's a very talented basketball player, and you know, obviously gets to us a little bit late. Takes him a little while to get into shape, and then just kind of, you know, basketball is such a rhythm sport. It takes him a little while to kind of get into the offensive rhythm. But you know, when we won at Whitworth last year, he had 19. He's someone who can put up offensive numbers like this. So he has shot the ball way better in practice this year than he did a year ago, and so I've really been encouraging him to find his shot and find places to score. And so it was good to see. I think if his minutes continue to be where they are, he'll flirt with double figures most night. And you know, as we progress into our schedule, we've got to have, you know, a little bit more balance offensively than we've had in some of our games, more like we've had here against Wesleyan and Olivet. And certainly Spencer's a big part of that.
You head towards break now with 2 big games next week at Platteville and then home for North Central. How do you keep your team keeping this momentum as they finish up the semester?
Yeah, it's pretty simple, really. I was telling our team, I think tonight was our 5th win against a team that either won their regular season title last year, won their conference tournament, and or made the NCAA tournament. So really the way we're going to play Platteville and North Central, who both did those things as well last year, is we're not going to do anything differently. We're used to playing this caliber of opponent. Platteville's great, but so is Illinois Wesleyan. And North Central's great, but you know, so is Oshkosh. So we're used to it, and it really is. It doesn't faze us. They're very talented, but we're just going to show up and try to be who we are. Our opponent doesn't really matter to us. Just try to be who we are, and if that's good enough to win, we'll take it. If not, we'll tip our cap and go to the next one.
You win your 300th career game tonight. Have you had a chance to reflect on that number, or is it just kind of just another one for you?
Yeah, it's kind of just another one. I don't want to minimize it. You know, I don't remember who we beat or I beat for my 100th win. I don't remember the 200th win. I'm sure, Lord willing, I'll forget this one someday too. But here's the thing around here, as I said on the radio, my office is across the hall from Jane Nelson's, and I don't know that she's ever lost. I'm down the hall from Pete Felsky, who reminds me almost every day he's got 500 wins. I'm down the hall from Mike Swider. Joe Bean does our clock a lot. I obviously was good friends with Coach Fund. I am good friends with Bill Harris. And for crying out loud, I own Beth Baker's old house. So even the house I live in at Wheaton has seen a better coach than the one that's currently residing in it. So around here, 300 wins just isn't that big a deal. I'm very appreciative of it. It means I've coached a long time with some good players. But you know, it'll be something that I'll forget about before too long. It's nice, but it's not something you get into coaching that you worry too much about.